back here, get back to the roof. Fall back here, get back. Ball like yellow on leaves. Ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me. Blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, she, the web look at the boots, fleet, headache. Got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. Fall back here, get back. Fall back here, get back. So no, so long as she get really put up. So I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but we go back, way back. Now we on track, but you can never ever be my man. You a whole snap, you said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that. Lay back, in the back of the Maybach, play that. You see J that, I be in the streets like a stray rat. I will never be with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope, sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Living on the edge and finding out.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry here for Ken Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at the Saints defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Darnold now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. Ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. And his pass incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Darnold from the gun. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Looking to put a drive together. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Shuck now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say... Incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
The tackle made by BYL-SteveOh.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Get it. Ready, ready.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Neal. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Devin Neal, 33 yards. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive if they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now it's Darnold. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Here's Darnold. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now Darnold. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Again, Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man left side, Shaheed has it. And out of bounds right around the 20. They picked up 5 yards last time, now they double it and get 10 here.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the 17, Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
This 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Shuck. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series.
And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Torrey Horton, 57 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Shuck. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Shuck. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. To the air again. Here's Shuck. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 7 operating from the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A gain of
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Darnold to throw again. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
Back to throw, Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Ready up.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
19, 18. Trap 60, trap 60.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now a 2nd and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
It's 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Trying the left side with Walker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That tackle for loss earned by Alontae Taylor. Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
60 by 19 strike. 19.
He'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Walker. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
18 Cardinal. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
To throw now, Shuck. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Dragon 60.
To throw is Shuck. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Come on, come on.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now it's Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
To throw is Darnold. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Walker with a grab, left side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it's 21-10. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. There's a short one caught by Johnson.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First down. It's a gain of 6. And the Saints first down.
Shuck now to throw. Pitch and catch. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
36-yard line.
Darnold. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 4.
For this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Darnold. Touchdown! Elijah Arroyo. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. Trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try to play free and natural.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
To the air again is Shuck. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing, Shuck. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos.
To the air once more, Shuck. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
18 Rattle, 18 Rattle. 7 Rattle, 7 Rattle. Go.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. That is caught. And he is going to have the Saints first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Here's Shuck. That's Olave bringing in another one. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Shuck will throw on 3rd and goal. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And I call it a loss of a yard there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
18, Pioneer. Trap 60.
Shuck here on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Walker showing the power. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points.